below average temperatures from coast to coast, and average to above average precipitation for most of the US as we push forward through January. What does this mean? Well, our winter is just getting started. We may be looking at our most active winter pattern yet moving forward through the next 2 weeks. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. The Climate Prediction Center does want to keep much of the US below average all the way through the 24th of January, at least. As I said, we also expect above average moisture for much of the US as well, especially the south and east. As we discussed in our last video, there is still consensus through all the global models on some very cold air troughing as we push into around the 18th to the 20th of January. The confidence on this troughing is up, and if we were to see these type of temperatures move back down into the southeast, well, another snowstorm is possible. This is our 850 millibar temperature map, and where you see this blue line, this is the freezing line. This would be below freezing air sitting right above our heads in the south. Our American model, which does pretty well in the subtropics, has also seen this moisture or this piece of energy down here for quite a while. This is a very similar look to what we saw 8 to 9 days out before this southern winter storm that we just experienced. So it's not out of the question we could see something happening down there. Now, all of our models are going to handle this differently. Obviously, right now, the GFS shows snow through the Carolinas on the coast. We'll see some more down into Tennessee and maybe a little bit into Texas. And the Euro would want to be more bullish with it. But again, where you see the snowfall this far out doesn't matter. All that matters is we have a really good setup for an eastern winter storm. Depending on what we see moving forward, this could even be a midwestern storm or a setup for a nor'easter. I'm going to be watching these models as they move forward and keeping you up to date on the latest. The Carolinas did way underperform on this last winter storm, so I'm kind of hoping this one comes your way. But it's anyone's guess right now. The other thing I didn't want to forget to mention is this would potentially be some very good snow for the Rockies and potentially down into New Mexico and Arizona. Now, the GFS wants to bring this troughing a little bit farther into the east, while the Euro wants to pull this troughing much farther into the southwest, which would result in a lot more snow for the Rockies and potentially down into Arizona. In a few days, I think we'll start to know our answer. Like I said, we need more time to figure this out, but winter looks to just be kicking into full gear, so I'm excited for all my snow lovers out there. Alrighty guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow. I do make posts like this every single day. I stream every single night, and depending on what happens with TikTok, I do have a link to my bio to where I would be moving, but I'm hoping that everything works out and we can still make content on here. I'll see you in the next video.